Hey guys, welcome to Cool Destruction. Today is Strange Films episode 13. And guess what? We don't only have one home phone, and we don't have two home phones, but we have three home phones. A Gigaset AS430, some random ass Dogo home phone, which still has the battery that I'll remove later, and this Gigaset AS320. Let's get right into it. So yes, I didn't mention those three home phones in the start because it's going to be a very special episode before I move out to the same city where I started my YouTube channel. And I think if you watch some of my older videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So first up, we'll see if all of these home phones work. First up, the Dogo. Dogo home phone works, but it's stuck to this screen. Next up is the Gigaset AS320. Amazing. And finally, the Gigaset AS430. Nice. And you're the yelling in the background. But anyways, since this one is the second home phone that I put the batteries on, I think it's fair to do a drop test. Then it'll be the Dogo, and then it'll be the other Gigaset. First up for the AS320 is backside. 3, 2, 1. It shut off. Does it still work? Yes. Corner drop for the AS320. 3, 2, 1. Batteries and back cover flew out. Let's see if it still works. And yes, it does. And finally, face down drop test for the AS320. 3, 2, 1. Holy sh! Welp, this one still works. I mean, the battery and back cover flew out, so meh. Alright, now the drop test for the Dogo PhoneEasy 110. Yes, I looked at the model name before I put the batteries on this shitty home phone. Let's do backside, I guess. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit. Still works. Corner drop. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. So for some reason, only one battery and the back cover flew out, but it still works perfectly fine. Still stuck to that shitty screen though. Finally, front-facing drop test. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Still works perfectly fine. Now it's time for the durability test for the AS430. Backside drop for the AS430. 3, 2, 1. Oh, still works, but it was a side drop test, so I don't think that should count. Backside drop once again for the AS430. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Batteries flew out, but the home phone still works perfectly fine. Corner drop. 3, 2, 1. Bruh. Home phone still works. Just got annoyed by the flies. Let's do a little mean.
6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7.
Now, let's do a slam test for all the home phones. The only one that gets to keep the batteries in them is the AS430. Door first. Ball. 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 Okay, so after slamming down the Gigaset AS430 and the other phones, obviously, all I found is the first battery, well, second battery, and the back cover for the AS430. But luckily enough, since I lost the first battery, I have another one from, I think I'll remember the Connie destruction video. So let's check on the Dogo first. Holy shit. So the home phone started to spling open, and I also lost the back cover on this. I lost the back cover on that one. Yep, still works. Can we put this thing back together? Except the, yeah. Well, a little bit, since this thing is blocking the way. And it died. Amazing. Next up, the Gigaset AS320. Oh my god. The LCD cracked. But let's see if it still works. Shit. Still works. Except that I can only see the bottom left corner of the screen, and it shut off because the other battery is kind of dead. Yikes. Ah, fuck. And for the AS4 30, yeah, as you can see, it works, but the batteries are, one of the batteries is dead. See? But yeah, I think the phone I may gonna give points to is the AS430, and another point for the Dogo. And this one doesn't get a point because the LCD shattered. Alright, so the third test is actually me swinging the phones as far as I can. Is that I'm going to hit this thing in while launching it, for the back to hit it. And also, I found the back cover for the AS320. Yep. Also, I would love to play songs of the home phones, but unfortunately, since one of the batteries are dead, for the home phone, since the 430 lost that, whatever. Yeah, it won't happen anymore. Well, maybe in the next episode. So, okay, first up, the Dogo. Damn, I could have used two hands. Checking the damage for the Dogo. Normally, the home phone caved in, but does it still work? Yep, home phone still works. Alright. Next up, the AS430. Well, this is amazing. The home phone caved in more than the Dogo. But can I snap that back in? Yes. It worked for a second, but Yeah, it's dead now. And finally, the AS320. Oh shit. I got this thing, and honestly, what surprised me is that this thing didn't cave in. But does it still work? This works A-OK. This round, I'll give the point to the AS320. Finally. Alright, so who got the most points between these three? To answer you all that question, it's the Dogo with 2 points. The AS430 with 1 point. AS320 with 1 point as well. Now for the final round, the baseball bat test. Let's see which one will fully break the screen, or will it still work with just one hit with the baseball bat, and then it'll be the destruction. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Ooh. Damn. We'll test the home phones later. Next up, the AS430. 3, 2, 1. Nice scream, bro. And finally, the AS320. Damn it. Damn. Amazing print. We'll be starting with the AS320. Still works, but nothing shows on the screen anymore. Next up, the AS430. Still works. Same issue with the AS430. And finally, the Dogo PhoneEasy 110. Dogo still works. But yeah, the screen is even more cracked. So, apparently, I would give the point to the AS430, but since the phone caved in, I'm not counting it. So, the home phones that will, I'm also not giving a point to the Dogo as well, cause cracked frame. So the one that will get a point is the AS320, and the winner is the AS320 and the PhoneEasy 110. Congratulations, you two. Now AS320 will be destroyed first. Alright, the loser is the AS430. So it'll be smacked first. thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And maybe next episode it might end up like this episode. Maybe 3 more home phones in the next episode. See you guys later. Bye.